All right, awesome, Shani. Thank you again so much for allowing me to come into your class. Hello, ECE students. I hope all of you are having a great day. I am your career service representative, so I think I've met almost all of you already. If I haven't, I look forward to getting to know you. But I help you set up your externship. I help you find a full-time job. I help you every step of the way. So if you are looking for a job as a student, make sure that you and I communicate so I can help you with that. But then 6 weeks, make sure you get out your calendar and make sure you set yourself a reminder. 6 to 8 weeks before your last class, make sure that you and I speak. We need to start talking about your externship. So we need that much time to make sure that we get an externship interview scheduled and just get all the paperwork and such started. So make sure 6 to 8 weeks before your last class, make sure you shoot me an email or a Facebook message or something. Make sure we start communicating so we can start working on that together. One more thing that I want to talk to you about before I jump into the presentation. I hope Shani has talked to you guys about the career fair. We are so excited. The career fair is going to be on campus, so on CCC's campus, April 14th. So please make note of that. Please make sure that you are available to attend. There's either going to be an assignment or extra credit. I know that Shani and I spoke a little bit, so make sure that you guys are going to be there. There's going to be at least 3 or 4 different employers for the ECE field there, so it's a great networking opportunity. Even if you're not ready to start your job search or your externship, you need to be there to network and to just get your name out there, start introducing yourself to employers. That way when your externship comes, you might already have that settled. You know, if you meet with some of these employers, you guys can schedule your internships. It's just a really neat opportunity. We're going to have tons of food and giveaways and drinks and all sorts of fun stuff. So make sure you attend. Again, April 14th, we're going to have 2 sessions, one from 10 o'clock to 1:30. Or actually, I think it's just from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And then the evening session is from 5:30 to 7 because a lot of our students, especially our online students, work full-time. So that way you can attend the evening session. So it's an open house, so you can come and go as you please. You don't have to be there that whole time. You can come for 10 minutes, you can come for an hour, however you feel comfortable. So make sure you're dressed to impress, excuse me. So in interview attire, and make sure you have a couple of your resumes ready to go, or several of your resumes ready to go. So I wanted to make note of that. Hopefully Shani has talked to you guys about that, and you all have that down on your calendars to attend on campus. It's really important for you guys to be there. So it is mandatory for all of our on-ground students, and if we could make it mandatory for our online, we definitely would do that. So that's how awesome the event is going to be. So I'm going to jump start here right into the presentation. I don't want to take too much of your time tonight. But I always like to have a presentation mid first quarter to really talk about believing in yourself, because statistics show that New Year's resolutions, over 98% of them are done by March. And so I just want to kind of touch base and kind of rejuvenate you guys a little bit. You really need to believe in yourself and take that time for yourself to tell yourself that I can do this, and start believing it. Shani and myself and other career service representatives and everybody on campus look at each one of you like a professional. So make sure you look at yourself like a professional. I'm sure all of you have heard me talk about this before, but make sure you're setting goals for yourself. Make sure you set personal and professional goals, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly goals. So what I do is I have things that my daily goals is basically my to-do list. It's my checklist that I have. So every night I write out a quick checklist that I want to get done in the morning for work. And so that's just a routine that has helped me be successful the next day. And so those are little things that you need to figure out about yourself. When you set goals, you are in control. And recognize when you achieve your goals, and that will help build your confidence. I love checklists too, Shani. Love, love, love. And I love sticky notes all over my desk. But recognize when you achieve those goals. One of the things that comes to mind is often I hear with like weight loss, if you lose 5 pounds, you get to buy a new shirt. Lose 10 pounds, you get to buy a new pair of pants or something like that. But make sure even professionally or with your assignments or with your grades, make sure that you recognize yourself when you're reaching those goals, because those little things will help build your confidence as a professional. Goals in your education. So you need to make sure that you really understand, why did you choose a career in this field? You know, did you set out to achieve a specific GPA? I hope you have set goals for yourself for your GPA. Same with your attendance record and your class participation. Make sure you really trust in your education. You're getting a fantastic education, and Community Care College has built an awesome reputation in the community and surrounding. I mean, we have students all over the country. And so employers trust the education that we're giving to our students, so you guys need to trust that as well. Make sure you're reaching out to your instructors with questions, and make sure you ask them for advice, and trust their knowledge and Shani's experience. And make sure you just build off Shani's confidence as well. You know, little things like that. If you just set goals for yourself, recognize those, you know, put a lot of trust in your education, those little things will help boost your confidence and will help you come interview time and externship. Goals for your career. So where do you want to work? So something that I would challenge you guys to do, even before you start thinking about your externship, is really think about 5 to 15 different companies that you're interested in working for. Even when you're not looking for a job, you need to be researching and figuring out who's hiring right now, what kind of positions are they hiring for, what positions will I be qualified for when I do graduate. Those are all questions that you need to know the answer to. And I'm here to help you. So if you need help with that, I can definitely help you. So this is not an assignment. I just want to make this clear. This is not an assignment, but this is a challenge that I'm giving you. You know, put this on your to-do list over the next maybe week or two and list out, you know, do some research on companies, see if they're hiring, see where you want to work. You know, maybe there's a couple of facilities that are, you know, a mile or two from your house. You know, how convenient would that be to be able to walk to work some days? You know, if you want to, you can schedule an informational interview, and that's a fantastic way to sit down with an employer, ask them questions, and figure out if you even want to do your externship there. And make sure you email me that list, and I can help you work through those employers. I can make phone calls for you. We can schedule informational interviews. I mean, anything that I can help you do to be more successful, I want to do that. Your support system here at Community Care College, basically what I just wanted to really emphasize here is that you have a huge support system. You have a huge support system. So your instructors, your career service representative, your whole career service department. So if I'm not available for some reason, you can always reach out to Linda DeWitt. She's the director of career services, and she's fantastic, and she would love to sit down and talk to you. Make sure you're utilizing your resources. There's tons and tons and tons of information on the career services page on My Course Connection. If you just hover over My Campus and click on career services, there's tons of resources there for you. You know, and just let me know, you know, if there's anything that I can do. You know, if you know you have a stumbling block, like if interviews make you really nervous, or you know, if the thought of getting a job makes you really nervous or something like that, make sure you reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you and to coach you along the way. Action plus doing equals motion and momentum. So that I really like that saying. Action plus doing. And then the second thing I have, it just says make smart goals, plans and tasks every day, and do them. Actually do them. So when you make those lists, actually do them. Your doing will lead you and will lead things to you. So when you do those things, you'll open opportunities for yourself. So I really want to challenge all of you. So again, there's our career services team. You really just need to know my email address. So I'm Stephanie Lawrence, so the third one listed. My email address is just slawrence@communitycarecollege.edu. Please let me know if you need anything at all. And again, 6 to 8 months before your last class, we need to have a conversation. This is your responsibility. You're an adult, and so you can do that yourself. So make sure that you reach out to me 6 to 8 weeks before your last class. But that's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much. Shani, have a wonderful evening during your class. And again, let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help you be successful. I can make phone calls for you. I can do whatever you need. So you and I are a huge team. So have a great evening, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye. Wow, Lita, I'm so proud of you. See, you should feel proud. That builds your confidence, and that pushes you to make President's Honor Roll in the next class as well. So fantastic. That's really awesome. Great job, Lita. And see, encourage each other too. Lita can do it. You guys, you know, we need to really build each other up and help motivate each other also, because life will throw us curveballs, and we'll have up months and we'll have down months. I mean, that's just what happens. So encourage each other. Make sure you guys are friends on Facebook. Make sure you're connected on LinkedIn, and just help building that community. So you guys have a great night. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
I think I'm back now. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You always provide so many good pieces of information. I love that she's kind of giving everyone a pep talk and, you know, talking about setting goals and bringing up checklists. I have to say, guys, without my checklist, I wouldn't get through each of my days. So I have a weekly checklist of things that need to be accomplished each day just for my job, especially since I work from home. And the only day I really go into the office is Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I have a list of things that I have to get done from the office. And then every other day of the week, I have a checklist as well, because I don't have a boss over me telling me, you need to get this done today, you need to get this done to me. It's really up to me. And that's a situation that you guys are in as well, since you're online learners. I can't be there right there by you. So it's a good idea to do the same thing, to have a certain number of things that need to be done each day. Just like I'm sure some of you might have, you know, timers on your phone set for getting certain things accomplished. So fantastic information. Stephanie is amazing. The whole career services team really is amazing, guys. If you ever get a chance to meet them, please do. They are there for you. I feel like at other colleges that I worked for, you just sort of graduate and then you're on your own as far as moving into your career, moving on with your job. But at CCC, our Career Services Department is still there with you. They will help you in trying to open up doors to businesses on getting placed. They have contact people. They will help you work on your resume. After you graduate, say 6 months have gone by, and you need to update your resume, you can bring it back in or send it back into CCC, and they will help you with that as well. So they're there. After you graduate, you're still always welcome back, and they'll be happy to help. So just know that they are there, and Stephanie is a great resource. So that was my slide for Stephanie. We didn't get to use that one. I'm so happy to see so many of you there. Let me make sure I've got everyone down, because I'm going to get your points down for this evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you all down. Great. Well, let's start off real quick, guys, with our announcements for the week. We're in week 4. We're almost done. You guys are doing a great job. I love that I see so many people taking the quizzes more than one time, because you're upping your chances of getting even more points. So keep doing that. That's great. I put down that I have 1 final project turned in, but I think that number is actually up to 3 now. So 3 people have finished the final project. Those of you that are still working on it, no pressure, but you have until Sunday at midnight to get that turned in. Our next course will begin on Monday for some of you, and that would be ECE 109, Social Emotional Development and Guidance. So kind of start thinking along those lines, and we will end this class on Sunday, but start our new one on Monday as usual. Also, Stephanie brought up the career fair, and I put that in our announcements as well. Thursday, April 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Please come, and please bring a friend if you like to. Or maybe you have someone that's interested in going to college, but they're really not sure. This is kind of a nice, kind of low pressure way to do it. They could come in and see some of the different programs and see some of the different employers that are interested in employing our graduates. And then the following Thursday, April 21st, so just the next Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. is our open house. So our open house, there won't be potential employers there, but there will be instructors and department heads from all the different programs, and it would be a great way to kind of browse around and look at what all we have to offer. Like I said, maybe you have a friend or family member that's interested, not really ready to commit. This is a great way to do it. It's just come in and sort of browse. So if you want to, put those dates on your calendar, okay? And there's Opal. Hi, Opal. Fantastic. Well, guys, actually, we don't have too much to cover tonight. I don't know if you've already seen that this week we're really just sort of reviewing some of the chapters we've done already. That's fine, Opal, no problem. I'm glad you made it. You might want to, when I put the recording up tomorrow, you might want to go back and listen to the first part. We had a guest speaker, Stephanie Lawrence was here. So you might watch that and you could catch up on it. And there's Tina too, fantastic. There we go. So our student question of the week, because I love adding this, does the eFolio have to be completed using PowerPoint? I had someone ask that. Actually, no, it doesn't. It's simply an option. You could use PowerPoint if you wanted to. Oh, Tina, I understand that. Baseball season, oh my goodness. You get so busy, don't you? And you never know how long they're going to last. So on the final project, you might use, these are your options, Google Slides, Google Docs, you might use Word, you might use PowerPoint, it's up to you. I will say in the past, I've had many students use either PowerPoint or Google Slides to put this particular project together because it's so many different documents, and it just makes it easier to plug each one into a slide. It makes it easier for turning in and also for grading. So just so you know that. The career fair is open to anybody, exactly, Lita. Yeah, anyone's welcome to come. All right, this week, ooh, this slide didn't come out quite right. This week we have, and let me get my pointer out too. These are the things that we have going on. In the readings section, where basically you just need to review chapters 6 and 7, and chapters 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, developmentally appropriate practice. So we're not having any new material. Also, we've got our nutritious foods discussion board, which I went through today. And we also have our job descriptions discussion board as well. So hopefully everyone has their initial post up already, because that was due Wednesday by midnight. However, I always give partial points. If you haven't done that yet, please do that so you can get at least a few points for it. Our live lecture, ooh, that's wrong. That was from the last time this was taught, is going on right now. Be sure and turn in your video summary by Sunday at midnight. Everything's due at Sunday by midnight this week. You've got several different videos to watch this week, and they go along with the video responses assignment. So these are the videos that you need to watch, but there's also a link to these videos in this assignment area as well. Also, you have your eFolio final project, and going along with that, you have your reflection on the final project. Please be sure and get that too. Oh, you just have 2 more responses to do. Fantastic. Almost done. So no quiz this week. You won't have to worry about a quiz because it will give you some time to focus on our big final project, right? Our eFolio overview, I want to go over it just one more time. I know several of you have already turned this in. You're completing your eFolio, and it's basically work samples is what we're calling it. Oh, April, you're Opal, no quiz, yay! Exactly. See, we got to celebrate things, don't we? So you're putting together these work samples, and the purpose of this is that maybe someday you're going to be applying for a job as a director at a center, and you can show them that you already know certain things, that you know some of the organization, the mission statement, building a menu. You have a lot of skills already that you've built in this class alone, and we want you to be able to highlight those. So we have, if you were to do this in a PowerPoint or Google Slides, you would start with a cover page. If you wanted, you could put your name and ECE 107 if you wanted to. It's not mandatory. Your next page might be your mission statement on a page of its own. Now, if you're using Word, same thing. Have your mission statement on a page of its own. ECE menu, not too badly, but that's right. That's right. Your ECE menu, breakfast, lunch, and snack for 1 month. You may have to do that on several slides, and that's fine. ECE program incident or accident report. I've seen several of you use the one that says Boo-Boo report, and that's great. Love that. Hi, Jasmine. And next, we get down to our interview questions, and I want to emphasize when you guys are picking these questions that they should be as if you are the director and you're finding questions that you could ask a potential employee. So put yourself in the boss's seat, and you're coming up with specific interview questions for each of these jobs. So an infant teacher, a preschool teacher, a school-age teacher, and an assistant director. You might have similar questions in a few of these, but you should also have them customized to the job description as well. Okay? Then we have second part of part 1, the new employee orientation checklist, which I believe we went over last week. You need to have 20 items a new employee should need. You need to have a job description for infant toddler teacher, preschool, and school age. And these are easily found on the internet. Again, guys, you don't have to come up with them from scratch. And that is the end of part 1. So you can see how you have at least 11 pages there in part 1 alone. Then we hop on to the eFolio part 2. Several of these items you've already found on Pinterest. Oh, Bailey, that's good too. That's fine. You had a great learning experience then, didn't you? That will work, no problem. Okay, so yes, the checklist is what a new employee would need to know when they were starting to work at your center. Exactly. Okay, so in our Pinterest assignments, you had to find a layout for a classroom. You're welcome to use one of those off Pinterest. And you also had to find a layout for a playground. So you're welcome to use that as well. Then you're going to tell me the big items that you would need for that classroom and the big items that you would need for the playground. Fantastic. So that's everything. It looks like we've got 15 items altogether, so you're going to have at least 15 slides. I just want to be sure everybody's solid on that. Are there any questions on the eFolio right now? Does anybody have a question that maybe I haven't covered yet or you're unsure of? It's huge, but it's so worth it, guys. Oh, hi, Dalton. And see, that looks like you're typing. Did you have a question? You can. I would rather you build one, but you can use one that's already made as an inspiration too, Tina. Okay. That's the thing. There are lots of menus out there pre-made a lot of thought has already went into it, so that would be fine if you used one as well. Yeah. Yeah, these are not easy to do. They're really not when you look at the variety. If you're doing it for the first time, Lita, I know it was easy for you. Lita works in the school cafeteria, so she's our professional. And she could probably answer questions for you on this as well. But when you really get into planning this, trying to find foods that the children would like, keeping a variety, keeping it healthy, the right portion sizes, they can be very intricate. So there you go. Well, fantastic. If you guys come up with questions, please let me know. The best part of teaching is that it matters. The hardest part of teaching is that every moment matters every day. So keep that in mind, guys, that, you know, teaching isn't a job where you go to it and you leave and you're done. So many times we work on it at night, or we think about it at night, or maybe on the weekends. And each time you're wanting to make it better and better. 3 hours, yes, Brittany. And you were stumped by day 15, Bailey. I understand. Oh, we just put her phone number up. If you have any questions about the menu, she can help you out. Fantastic. Thank you, Lita. That's great. Yes, I have spent literally all day planning a menu before. I don't see how people do this that have to do it every week, every month. Yeah. Fantastic. Oh, goodness. There we are. I told you, you know, we really didn't have a lot to cover tonight. The main thing is I want you guys to spend a little extra time working on that final project. It's worth a lot of points. I want it to look great. I want you to do well on it and come out with a fantastic e-folio that you'll be able to use in the future. That was a short lecture. So if there are no other questions, guys, you're welcome to go on for the night. I've got your names down, so you'll get your points for being here. Get your discussion boards posting in, get everything turned in, and I will be, of course, grading like a crazy woman this weekend and the beginning of each week. So thanks, guys. Thank you for being here. See you in the next class. That's right. That's right, Jessica. Thanks, Khadijah. Bye-bye. Night, Tina. Night, Katie. It's always fun having you guys here. It is. Oh, well, good. Well, fantastic. I would love to be able to help my grandma right now. That's great, Brittany.